Happy Wednesday morning, June 2nd, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another beautiful day to experience His grace, His joy, His faithfulness. Great is, right? Because we don't deserve it, but morning by morning, new mercies we see. And all that we can even fathom in our mind that we possibly think that we can need along this path, He has already supplied our every. Now listen, some of our desires will be granted as long as it's aligned in His will, but all of our needs have been supplied. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's a psychological chart, and it talks about the basic needs, the human needs as far as food, shelter. Yeah, that's supplied. Yes. And then there's some other needs as we climb up the pyramid. And along the way, as we're climbing this mountain and going through the journey and the path of life, the Lord supplies our needs according to His riches and glory. We are in 1Chronicles, the 6th chapter, and something that jumped out at me today. I don't know if you are about to brace yourself to get some bad news, but know that the Lord is your protected place, your haven, your shelter. And even no matter whatever the information might be that you might have to receive, know that He will hide your heart. He will guard your heart from all types of destruction and negativity and toxicity, and He will put a shield around your heart. That's why it's so important for us to have the whole armor of God absolutely every day, the breastplate of righteousness. That protects the heart. I was looking at some of the operations and the surgery, and I was talking about Dr. Daniel Hale Williams yesterday because he's part of this mural that I am creating. And of course I want to research, the greatness and the accolades of the people who are on the mural. And they were showing how he had to, open up the cavity, and he was able to go in this first open heart surgery a back way near the cartilage, so that he would not interrupt the vessels, so that the person would not experience death on the operating table. It is because of God's illumination that He makes people. He gives people witty inventions. Remember, He was the one who invented the procedures when people were scratching their heads. How can you do this? But the promise is in Psalms 32:8 that the Lord will instruct you. He will guide us. He will teach us the way to go. Yes, He will. And it says that He will guide us with His own eye. He would tell us, right, left, stop, go back, right? So He'll guide us with His eye, and also we'll hear a voice behind us and in front of us and on the side of us. But the verse that's right before Psalms 32:8, the promise is when we are in the midst of trouble, it says, "Thou art my hiding place. Thou art my refuge. Thou shalt preserve me." That means that He will sustain me in trouble and from trouble. So when everybody is losing their mind, the Lord will stabilize us. And it says, "Thou shalt compass me about." That means surround me with the ministry of song, no matter what's going on. So God is right there, and He will have His ministering angels and His spirit to sing a song, to bring back to our remembrance. So in 1Chronicles 6, it talks about how David appointed singers in the temple. And the Lord still does this today. It says in verse 31, "And these are they whom David set over the service of song in the house of the Lord." That's why it's so important to have a melody in your heart, even if you are off tune, even if you don't have the right key or the right rhythm, the time signature. It doesn't matter. He will set songs in our hearts. After that, the ark had rest. In verse 32, "And they ministered before the dwelling place of the tabernacle of the congregation with singing." Until Solomon had built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. And then they waited on their office according to their order. Don't we know that the Lord will have things that come back from a long time ago, maybe a song that from our childhood, and at that appropriate time. So we would have gone to Psalms 92 today. It says, it is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto his name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning. This is the morning. This is when we declare the great works of the Lord, that we thank him for another opportunity, that he has protected us through the night, that he has provided our every need. He has stabilized us. We haven't lost our mind, but he is a mind regulator. And it says to show forth thy faithfulness every night. So not only in the morning, but night. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy works. I will triumph. I will win. I will be victorious in the works of thy hands. You have put some assignments in my hands. I know he has done it for you. So he wants us to flourish. And his promise is at the end of this verse, the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He or she shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord. We have the temple, the tabernacle. We are the sanctuary. We will flourish in the courts of the Lord. We shall still bring forth fruit in old age. We shall be fat, that means healthy, strong, and flourishing. Why? To show that the Lord is upright. He is our rock. He is our refuge, and there is no unrighteousness in him. I'm encouraged today. I hope you are too. Let's do the works of the Lord and enjoy his faithfulness.